Hello.
미친 짓을 잘해서 성공한 스타마스터
I am Star Master
유봉란입니다.
Yu Bok-ran who could be
빨리빨리
successful
들어오세요.
after
제 얘기 안
being
들으시면
crazy.
큰거 놓칩니다.
I'm sure that you don't want to miss my story, so please proceed to the hall as soon as possible. Whenever something important happened in my life, people around me said, "You are crazy." But looking back now, I think going crazy was a very good choice.
그리고 제가 오늘 여러분께 제 인생에서
That's why today I'm going to tell you 3 good and crazy things in my life.
첫 번째로 제가 아주 잘하는
The first crazy thing
결혼입니다.
was
제가
marriage.
대학교 2학년 때
When I was a sophomore at a university, I worked as an aerobic instructor for a part-timer.
옛날에는 날았습니다.
You know, and back then I was really
체육과에서
sleek.
무용전공했습니다. 이래도
I majored in dancing in my university.
수강생 중에 한 명이
One of the students there was a secretary to a British engineer dispatched from Hyundai Heavy Industry Oil Company. She invited me to a party one day where I met my husband for the first time.
그 당시에는 제가 87년도
It was 1986. So it was so strange to meet foreigners on the street back then. But my man, who looked like to appear in a movie, followed me, pulled out a chair for me, opened the door, was such a gentleman.
그래서 남편도 제가 너무 예뻤는지
And
하루도 빠짐없이 저를 4개월을
I met
만나자고
him.
하더니
And we've dated for 4 months, and he asked me to marry him.
그때가 86년도인데
It was in 1986. So it was a time when ordinary people could not travel abroad except for special national duties. So I thought that if I married this man, I would be able to see the wider world and experience a new world. So, not to mention my family, everyone around me told me I am crazy. So they were all against my marriage.
내 인생은 누가 결정해야 돼요? 내가
But
해야죠.
I am the one who need to decide my life.
내 인생은 내가 개척해야 된다는
So I
마음으로
decided to get married with a mindset that I have to pioneer my life.
그것이 저의 뭐라고요?
That's my first
제일
good
첫 번째
crazy
사람
thing.
미치듯인데 결혼을 하고 살아봐 보니까
Soon after,
와 진짜 돈도 잘 벌고
actually, I realized that my husband is making good money and he's a true gentleman. So I found that I married such a good man. And soon after, everyone became envy of my marriage.
우리 식구가 뭐고 제가 최고의 결혼 잘한 딸이 됐어요. 그래서 이것이 저의 가장 잘한
That
첫 번째
was
미친
my
짓이었고요.
first
두
good
번째,
crazy thing.
제가 잘한 미친 짓이 있어요.
And
제가 결혼하자마자 허니문 베이비가 들어서
actually,
버렸어요.
we made a honeymoon
제대로
baby.
즐기지도 못하고
So we didn't have like honeymoon period.
너무 외로운 거예요.
But I gave a birth to my first child.
애를 우리나라가 정책이 그때
But back then,
아들 딸 구별
it was a
말고
time when birth control campaigns were rampant, such as don't distinguish between sons and daughters. Let's raise only one child well, and one well-raised daughter is better than 10 sons. But I gave a birth to 5 kids in succession.
연년생으로.
So 5 kids in succession.
배고 놓고.
Have one. Gave a birth, raise one, have one, raise one, have one, raise one. Like this time, I did it for 5 times. I couldn't speak English well and felt very lonely in a foreign country, so I thought that I could make a family by making lots of children. So I want to make a really big family by making a lot of children. So I gave a birth to 5 kids in succession. And whenever I came to Korea during the holiday season with 5 children, it was really difficult because people consider me as an animal. It was difficult to take a taxi with 5 children. So I was really frustrated and sad. And I've been also blamed for being an arrogant woman who gave a birth to a lot of children out of line with the time. So, like this, I gave a birth to 5 children, and guess how they live now. My eldest daughter is a private high school student as teacher in Romania, and she travels all around the world during the vacation, and she lives the life she wants. And my second son is a successful businessman who owns many franchises in dessert business in Australia, and the business is running so well. And my son became a model and photographer for famous companies such as Burberry, Adidas, and Benetton, and he's living a wonderful life. My fourth daughter is preparing documents for the permanent residency in order to live in the United States while running a personal business. And my fifth son is a well-known YouTuber in Europe with 1 million followers, and he lives a happy life with work and travel. This was my second good badness. And what's the third craziness I made? Yes, as you expected, it's Atomy. After getting married, I moved to England, Indonesia, Malaysia, Norway, and the Netherlands with my husband. So I had to travel all over the world with my husband, and 10 years ago, my husband came to Samsung Heavy Industry in Jeju Island as a responsible supervisor that have to build and ship oil tanker. Since he is the most responsible supervisor for oil tanker production, his monthly sales is about 50 million won. And my husband told me that I did really good job, so he gave me 5 million won per month for living expenses and Amex card, and I could spend as much as I want. And he bought me a red convertible car, and he told me to enjoy the life in Korea. And I opened an English fairy tale school and steak restaurant. I always wanted to try. But the business is not going well as I thought. So the business was not really going well. I got a lot of stress from the business, and the director of the nearby math academy came to me and visited me and left Atomy evening care for sets in my office. At that time, I didn't have any skincare, so I have a lot of skin problems. So after seeing my face condition, he told me to use that product. I didn't believe it at first, so I tried that product for a week, and it was totally amazing. I could feel that my skin is getting better and better. The quality was really great, and the price was also great. So when I returned the product, I visited the center. There, ㅅ Imperial was there in order to do some support. And I think that the sponsor set the time on the purpose, because that day ㅅ Imperial came to the center. Anyways, I came there and I sat there and listened to his speech. And before that, I thought that my husband is the one who's making the highest salary. But I was kind of shocked that other people could make more salary than my husband. I thought that I live a very good life, but I've always dreamed of a life that I could make money by my own. Most of the housewives might have the same thought with me, because we need to take some money, receive some money from my husband, and we need to use it as a living expenses. But from then, I realized that I could make my own money. So from then, I started to visit Success Academy and try a lot of products. And I thought that, wow, this company is really great, and I really want to introduce this company to other people. And I decided to start Atomy business and close my academy, my institute, and the restaurant at the same time. Since I did it by myself, there are no additional fee to start this business. And I need to select all of the products and I needed to select everything when I did the other business. But when I started Atomy, I realized that we've already had the system. So all I have to do is just introducing the company and system to other people. I was really thrilled, and in order to listen to the seminars or the speeches, I visited Busan. I took my convertible car and I went to Busan, which takes 4 hours from Geoje to Busan. So I did it every day. So I did it for a month, and I need to pay for the oil, gas, and the toll fee, and so on. So I stopped using the convertible and I started to use a small car, which is called Morning. And then people around me also call, wow, she's crazy. Because my husband is making a lot of money. So all I have to do was to take care of my husband and take care of my children. But a lot of people around me told me that, oh, she's crazy for money. And then what's worse is that my husband also was so against doing Atomy. And after seeing myself enjoying doing Atomy business so a lot, and he became a supporter of my business and life. Because I devoted myself to Atomy business, my husband changed his mind. My second and fourth children lived in Seoul back then. So I couldn't make like prepare a meal for my children. So on behalf of me, my husband went to Seoul in order to prepare a meal for my children. He did it for several years. All of the husband here, can you do that on behalf of your wife? You need to do that in order to live a happier life after your retirement. For the past 12 years, I met a lot of valuable people. Chairman Park always mentioned that we need to help those in need. So back then, I was only into raising my 5 children well, but I've never thought about helping other people. So I didn't know the way. So I just prayed, oh, God, please send me the kids or the people who is in need. So since then, I met a lot of people in need, some delinquent borrowers. So for them, I bought 4 cars and presented the car to each of them. It was possible because my husband gave me a lot of money, so all of the money I make by Atomy could be used for my own self. Actually, I bought it on an installment, so I bought the car on an installment for 4 months. So I need to pay 1.2 million Korean won every month. So it was like paying for the 4 different employees. So I said that I will support you until the day you could pay for that installment by yourself. After that, they now became the successful people as a Sharon Rose Master. Actually, I'm still running a morning, but all of my partners are now driving more fancier cars. 12 years ago, 13 years ago, if I didn't start Atomy, my life wasn't like this. So with Atomy, I could change my life and I could change the people around me, the life of people around me as well. There is one another thing that Atomy made me crazy. First of all, I did an international marriage, and Atomy is a one marketing, so wherever I am, I could register other members. All I need was the passion, dream, and time. All of the people could be successful by investing their passion and time. And the other thing that made me crazy is the product. Actually, I gave birth to 5 children, so my womb condition was not really great. You know, I gave children to five children in succession. So after taking hemohim, my condition's getting better and better. And after taking hemohim, my pain in the womb disappeared. So first of all, I'm very happy that I cured my diseases with hemohim. I am now 62 years old. But for the past 13 years, I use Atomy skincare and evening 4 sets, so I do not have like small little wrinkles. How do I look? I think I may look younger. So when I go on like high school graduates meeting, most of my friends have a lot of wrinkles on their face, and some fat friends also have like bad skin condition, but my skin is really good. And I always say, you know, I've used Atomy product for the past years, but so my skin has no choice but to look good. In order to introduce this good product, I visited every single island around the Koje Island with my partners. So I visited every single island in order to give them an opportunity to use that product. So after opening the UK branch, when we go to the UK for first time, you know, we have 7 family members, so we can take like huge amount of like packages on the airplane to the UK. So we take like hundreds kilograms of the package and the luggage on the plane to UK, and I carry all of the packages and try to sell the product in the UK.
So cosmetic products, the 4 sets of care products and toothpaste and toothbrush, they got all the products and they were asking for more, ordering more. And there's one more thing I want to boast about. So this is a business of duplications. I told you that I'm a crazy woman, and I duplicated many crazy women under me. So since January, in every sex academy, there are crazy friends of mine who are here from UK. Please raise your hand. Please wave your hand. Yes, they are over there. And also there, it's over there. The 5 crazy women who came from the UK, they just came last night. From January until May, every month, you are living here nearby. They are not coming every month, but these 5 crazy women, they come to Success Academy every month taking plane. And they are now a sales master, and in 2 to 3 months, they will become Diamond Master. And in September and October, they will bring about 50 people. So we can duplicate crazy women like me. So after I become successful, what do you think other people said about me? Their response changed totally. And some friends of mine said, I will even cut my finger if you become successful through Atomy. And then after I became successful, they were saying, oh, I knew it. I knew you would be successful. I brought many of my Atomy products during the family gathering. At first, they had a negative perception of me, but now they envy me. They're jealous about me because I'm a rich person. I'm the richest friend. And my husband, he's really earning well, but he's freelancer, and he's on a project every year. And after he got retired, he doesn't get any pension. But now I just gave him some credit card. You can use as much as you want. I'm your pension. I can provide you with a pension. So if you support your wives, well, your life after retirement will just be amazing. And my 5 children, when they come to Korea during the holidays, I give them the credit card so that they can use as much as possible. And they call me best mom in the world. So I tell them, don't be grateful for me. Thank Atomy. And of course, I had challenging times. In the past, it was like 13 years that I was in Atomy business. There were so many challenges that I had. And every time I was having difficulties, I remember this. One day, I was really exhausted and tired. I was living nearby Samgakji station, and there are really high stairs that you need to climb up. And it was late in the night, and I was so tired. I was wondering how can I climb up that high stairs. And on the first step of the stair, I was taking some rest, and I can just go step by step. I don't need to look at the top. I just need to step one by one. So that's the wisdom I learned at the time. So I went one step and took some rest, and another step again. It was quite slow, but at the end I managed to climb up to the top. And now these days they got the elevator there, so I don't need to climb up the stairs anymore. So I got angry because I really needed elevator back then. So I want to tell you that don't be so frustrated that you cannot become successful right now. So the little step that you take is the pathway towards success. So you are doing so great. So you need to get crazy to achieve your dream. I think the chairman already delivered my message. My biggest message today for you is be crazy about Atomy business. So I chose Atomy as my tool, and this is the best thing that I did in my life. And I hope Atomy will also become the best thing that you chose in your life. So be crazy about Atomy business and achieve your dream and be successful. Thank you.